Before the skyscrapers, before the gold letters, before the presidency, before the headlines, there was just a boy growing up in Queens, New York in a house where one thing mattered, when in not participating, not trying win in his name, was Donald Trump. And unlike many billionaires, he didn't grow up poor, he didn't grow up struggling, he grew up close to business, close to deals, close to construction sites, close to money, because his father Fred Trump was already building real estate houses, apartments, neighborhoods. Other kids played outside. Donald visited job sites, watched buildings rise, watched contracts signed, watched money move. He wasn't learning theory. He was learning reality, how deals work, how leverage works, how negotiation works. But here's something interesting: comfort didn't make him soft. His father was strict, very strict discipline. First emotion, later mistakes had consequences. Excuses didn't exist. You failed, you fixed it. If you lost, you came back stronger. As a teenager, he wasn't calm, not quiet, not shy. He was aggressive, competitive, restless, always wanting attention, always wanting to win. So his parents sent him somewhere unusually. Military academy, not luxury, not freedom. Structure, uniforms, Reuters rules, wake up early, make your bed, stand straight, follow command. This environment did something important. Sharpened him, it taught control, it taught dominance, it taught leadership. Because when you grow up in strict systems, you either break or you become stronger. He chose stronger while others feared confrontation. He leaned into it while others avoided risk. He chased it because early on he developed one core belief: life is a competition and second place means nothing. This mindset would later define everything: his deals, his brand, his personality, even his public image. Because before politics, before famby, before television, Donald Trump was already trained to think like a fighter, not a follower. Soon he wouldn't just work in his father's shadow. He would want something bigger, bigger than Brooklyn, bigger than Queens. He wanted Manhattan, and Manhattan was where real power lived. Most real estate developers build buildings. Donald Trump built something different. To name, because buildings age but brands last forever. When he entered Manhattan, it wasn't easy. Big banks didn't trust him, old money families ignored him, elite circles saw him as an outsider, just a kid from Queens trying to hard. But rejection didn't slow him. It fueled Jim. Instead of hiding, he did the opposite. He went louder, bigger, flasher, gold letters, luxury hotels, grand openings, cameras everywhere. Something most businessmen miss: perception creates power. People think you're successful, opportunities come faster. Trump Tower rose tall, shiny, impossible to ignore. It wasn't just a building, it was a statement. Look at may belong here soon. The Trump name was everywhere: hotels, casinos, airlines, golf courses, skyscrapers. Because he wasn't just selling real estate, he was selling an image, luxury, success. Winning media loved him, interviews, magazine, stalkers. Shows he wasn't hiding behind spreadsheets. He was becoming a character, a personality, a brand. And brands travel further than businesses. But success isn't a straight line. Sometimes it explodes, sometimes it collapses. And in the 1990 SF, the cracked debt, massive debt, billions owed, projects failing, bank, nervous headlines, negative. Most people disappear. During failure, he didn't double down, renegotiated, talked, persuaded, rebranded. Because if you control the story, you control survival. That period taught him something powerful: money can vanish, but confidence must never disappear. Because confidence keeps doors open even when numbers look bad. Slowly, he climbed back, not just as a businessman, but as a celebrity. And that celebrity would soon open a completely new path, a path nobody expected, not even him. In the early 2000s, SME changed. Donald Trump realized attention is currency, sometimes bigger than money. He stepped into television not as a guest, but as the star. The Apprentice's simple show, but a powerful concept: competition elimination. One phrase: you are fired. That phrase became iconic. Suddenly millions of people knew his face, not just investors, not just bankers, regular family, students, workers, everyone. He wasn't just a businessman anymore. He was a personality, and personality creates influence. Influence creates leverage. Leverage power. Every week viewers watched him decide who wins, who loses, who stays, who goes. It built the psychological image: Trump equals authority, Trump equals decision maker, Trump equals boss. This wasn't accidental, it was positioning. Because when people see you as a leader long enough, they start believing you are one. His brand grew bigger: books, interview, stages, crowds, release. And something unusual happened. People didn't just see a businessman, they saw a symbol of strength, of blunt honesty, of dominance. Some loved him, some criticized him, but everyone talked about him, and negative attention still creates power because silence is weakness, but noise creates presence. By now he had mastered three things: real estate, branding, media, and when you combine money, image, and influence, you get something rare: political power. And soon he would attempt something nobody in his world expected. Not another hotel, not another tower, but the highest office in the country. When Donald Trump announced he was running for president, most people laughed. They thought a celebrity star businessman impossible, but they underestimated something: momentum. He understood crowds, he understood messaging, he understood emotion, not policy papers, not complex speeches, simple words, strong phrases, clear confidence, because people follow certainty even more than intelligence. And suddenly, the same brand built in real estate, sharpened on television, amplified by media, carried him forward all the way to the White House. Love him, dislike him, one thing is undeniable: his rise wasn't random. It was built on psychology, on risk, on visibility, and never backing down. From Queens to Manhattan, from debt to comeback, from TV to presidency, it shows something interesting: power doesn't only belong to the smartest or the richest. Sometimes it belongs to the boldest, because bold action creates opportunities. Fear destroys the man. Throughout his life, Trump rarely chose fear, hate chose forward every time. So what's the lesson? Not politics, not opinions, but mindset. Visibility matters, branding matters, confidence matters, and person who believes the most wins the most. If you enjoyed this documentary, like the video, share it with someone, subscribe for more deep stories about billionaires' power mindset and the psychology behind success, and click the next video on your screen, because the next story might change how you see success forever.